So what do we do when we know that we're living in a culture that is being used to intentionally disrupt our ability to function cognitively? Broken brains, no boundaries in the brain. Years and years ago, as I first started my energy work, that would be 89, I met a woman in Dago Bay, California, who's had 2 daughters. They would probably have been called neurodivergent. We didn't use the term at the time. They were not doing well in school, high school. She knew they were very smart. So she looked around and she found a process for eyes exercises that would impact the ability of the brain to function differently. Perfect. She put together a program for her daughters in which they did eye exercises every day. And everything in their school education began to open up. They were able to understand, they were able to follow, they were able to focus because of whatever was happening in the brain because of those eye exercises. She got a grant from United Way back then to go into one of the prisons in California for juveniles. And these were not truancies. These were kids who had done really, really bad things, and a volunteer program that they committed with their counselor to be involved with this study of eye exercise in relationship to how they were doing life. The counselors began to come to her and say, "What are you doing? Because my kid is now beginning to have empathy and wonder the impact he or she has had. They have a conscience. They are beginning to ask questions in a way they never had before." So, of course, me in healing work knows that you write new stories for yourself, and new stories are stored in the brain, in the pathways of the brain. So I did studies around how can we take our new stories, our new desires, our new goals, and get it quickly into our brain and neurological chemistry. And I discovered a book, How to Help Your Brain Injured Child. Can't remember his name. Look it up in Google or Amazon. 1950s. And he discovered, did research, medical doctor, that all of the things that a baby does when he is stretching and creeping and crawling and all those movements, eye exercise movements, head movements, are putting pathways between the left and right hemispheres. They are creating brain pathways. And he then, if a kid was injured, brain traumatized, brain neurons go disconnect, broken brains, he would put them through this repatterning. Whole story there. So in my work, I have consistently said to my clients and my students, when you write a new story, I use reality declarations. Some people call theirs affirmations. Reality declarations, you take it to another level by including this physical component called brain balance. Brain balance is eye exercise, movement of the hands and legs, all kinds of things that are on my page. You need to consider doing some type of brain exercise every day, because you are being bombarded constantly with what is fear, division, control, domination, intentionally to cause this to happen. Because when this happens in your brain and your neurological system, you are totally open to being programmed. It's been going on for a long, long time. So check out my site, check out the exercises. That's what you do. Take charge. Blessings.